So here we are, week number 2. So we'll start off with a quick summary of how the week's gone, what I've actually done, what I progressed in, and then what I hope to deliver in the coming weeks. Personally, feeling that I've got this accountability where each week I've got to, actually present and go through what I've done has been a really good driver in order to, actually do stuff, stop procrastinating, challenge all those, limiting beliefs, those barriers that I was putting up for myself, which were effectively a load of nonsense, to actually push myself forward and start the ball rolling. So if we go through, what I've done this week and what that's actually, led to and I've achieved is, first thing, see the bottom hand corner, we've got a little logo. So, I had an idea in my head, got that logo designed. It's now done, similar to my personal signature, which was something that I really wanted. I just didn't want a signature style. I wanted it to be similar to my own. So, yep, one thing ticked off the list. I've joined a business group, so because my intention is to continue my current role, because I feel that's where my authenticity comes from. The fact that I'm putting into practice what I'm going to preach on a daily basis in my job, as part of my own personal development. I hope that people see those changes, see that growth, and therefore buy into what I'm preaching and, what I'm saying and telling other people to do. So by joining a business group, I feel that helps separate me from my day-to-day job and puts me in with like-minded people who are also, maybe doing this as a full-time, part-time, something that they enjoy, and get to understand, how they overcome certain barriers, how they've managed to structure their workflows, the patterns that they use to reach out to people, resources that they may have found worked, didn't work, so that, hopefully I can use that as a source of information to help develop the content and what I want to do. I've also joined a coaching group. I was part of it previously, but now, I'm now in it with this actual intention, this drive of what I want to do, so I can set weekly goals, monthly goals, 6 months, have these milestones in place, and actually have someone who's completely distant from my day-to-day, what I'm actually doing, what I'm trying to do, and can sort of call out any sort of nonsense they hear from me, anything that they don't believe, get me back on the right track if I fall off, and just someone who can coach me through, any sort of barriers, limitations that I sort of place upon myself to achieving what I want to do. I've then done a book review video, which is also on my channel. The idea of that is that, I enjoy reading self-development books, as a lot of people do, but I wanted to take it further. I wanted to, it's very easy to just read a book, say, oh, that was good, put it down, and never actually put it into practice, never actually use the tools and techniques that it explains and walks through, and never actually do anything with it. So the idea of the book review video was to read a book, review the book, but also review what I've learned from the book. Has the book been helpful to me? What did I find out about myself going through it? And to really challenge myself and what I'm reading and the interpretations that I'm putting onto, what the book means. And I've also recorded a quick intro video, a quick kick-off to say who I am, what my background is, my education, my work roles that I've done, and also, my intentions of what I plan to do going forward, and just a brief about me sort of summary. So for the week coming up, I want to effectively sort of structure a business plan to lay out where I see different support streams, where I can sort of push content out and make sure that I'm helping people in the best way. Where can I get the biggest bang for the buck, so to speak, to support people's needs, their development, their growth, etc. So I'm sitting down thinking about that, what content should be delivered, how it should be delivered, what's the best formats, what are the best channels to do it, all sort of things like that. And that involves researching, obviously, what other people are doing, having my own ideas about what I believe works for me, and then, piecing together some sort of structure and plan that over the next 3 months we see something that becomes manageable but also scales over that time. I want to set up some coaching gigs, probably on Fiverr. The reason being is that, I am coaching. I do coach people. However, it's very generally people I know, or people that have been, someone else knows as well. So friend of a friend or colleague of a colleague, etc., etc. So the content is very familiar. It's normally, within my sort of circle of influence. So it'd be nice to just get some different coaching opportunities from people who, to really challenge and question, move me away from the content of what people are saying and what I know to the context of what their problems are. I also want to set out a course structure. So my intention is to have a low value course. This will be part of the business plan as well. Low value course. The reason I want it to be low value is I'm not overly interested in making money out of this. I'm interested in breaking even or making slightly a slight profit to be able to invest and expand and grow stuff. But I get paid enough from my core job that this is just something I want to do because I've got a passion and enjoyment from it, and something I believe that I'm good at and can help people with. So hopefully, we'll get cracking with these things this week, and see you next week.